Hi! So, Drana, the Last Bloodchief. So this is a mono black deck with Drana, the Last Bloodchief, and these creatures you can really cheat your mana cost very effectively. So the idea is to put strong creatures in your graveyard. You don't want to, or if those creatures are not too strong, they need to have death touch or some nice abilities. So because whenever Drana attacks, you return a non-legendary creature card in your graveyard with a +1/+1 counter on it from the graveyard to the battlefield. So yeah, that's the idea. So, for instance, you can put Void Beaconer in your graveyard by cycling it, and then when you attack, it returns to the battlefield. So, what else can you do? Oh, and with Crashing Drawbridge, the turn Drana enters the battlefield, it can attack. Because creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. And this is really important, because it's gonna be a target. But if you have other dangers on the battlefield, Drana might not be the target, but your other creatures. So you're gonna put a lot of pressure on your enemies. So it's a black deck, you need some removal, Bloodchief Stirs, Feed the Swarm, Heartless Sack, you have Mire Triton. To put creatures in your graveyard, it's very important. There are other creatures, and it has Death Touch. It's another way to gain life as well. Demon's Disciple, it's a good way to remove your opponent's stuff unless there are tons of tokens on the battlefield. Elspeth's Nightmare, always good, it's removal. And by the way, there's a lot of removal, and when you have a lot of removal, Draugr Necromancer it does wonder. So if an untokened creature an opponent controls would die, exile that creature with a nice counter on it, and you can cast it as long as Draugr Necromancer is on the battlefield. But if it gets removed, Drana can bring him back. So then you have another creature with Death Touch, like the Mire Triton, but it's a 3/3, and it mills 3 cards. So it's good. Also, Grim Dancer, it's another menace with Death Touch. Demonic Embrace is a good way. You can cast it from your graveyard to discard a card, so a creature, ideally, that you can then bring back with Drana. So it's a very good enchantment to have in this deck. So Death Touch, another removal, Death Touch and Lifelink. It's really strong. Nighthouse Scavenger is basically a Grim Dancer, but a flying one. Yeah. So replicating ring in Brawl is always important because, I mean, especially with a commander that costs 5. Once it dies, it's hard to recast. So spinning wheel as well. I thought of other artifacts that are useful for yes, gaining mana, but also that have other abilities. So replicating ring, it gets you tons of mana, but spinning wheel, the ability to tap a target creature, can be important in certain contexts. So I thought this was the best 3-cost artifact you could have. Then Agadeem's Awakening is either a land or another way to return creatures, but not many cheap creatures. So I mean, if you have a replicating ring, it could be very useful. It's contextual. Most of the time, you're gonna cast it as a land, but it could be useful. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you would pay at least 7 to make it useful. Anyways, Carrion Crab is a good way to fill your graveyard, and it gets really strong. You mill 4 cards, and it has +X+0 based on your greatest power among creatures in your graveyard. So, and you have tons of strong creatures in your graveyard that have 4, 6, 8 sometimes of power. So Rankle Master of Cranks is great to discard your own cards and your opponent's. So usually you would discard a creature and draw a card. sacrificing creatures. You don't have enough creatures to make it useful. I don't think it's gonna be very useful in this deck. Liliana is another way to discard your own creatures. And yeah, it's really strong. Hagra Mauling is removal and a land. Bake into a pie, finishing blow, clackety troll. It's really great. And Turgid, of course. It's a legendary creature. It doesn't do well with Drana, but you could cast it on the lantern side, or just, I mean, yeah. One could make an argument to replace it. Sir the Grim is another strong creature. And then there are creatures that when they enter the battlefield, they have an effect. So, based on the number of swamps you have, it deals 1 damage to your opponent for each swamp. It does not block, but it's a good attacker. Put a Demonic Embrace on it, and it's a good menace that needs to be removed. Grey Merchant, it's based on your devotion. So you gain life and you deal damage. It can be a good finisher if your opponent doesn't see it coming. Blood on the Snow, I mean, wipe the board, return a creature. You need Snowlands, of course. Burning Rune Demon, I mean, for 5 you can cast Drana the Last Bloodchief. Then on next turn you attack. Before you attack, you cast Burning Rune Demon. And then you put a creature in your graveyard and in your hand. And then one of those creatures end up on the battlefield when Drana attacks. So, because it's a 6 cost, so it's cast the turn after, usually. Gourmand, it's a way to sacrifice your opponent's creatures. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you sacrifice a creature, but it can enter the battlefield without being cast through Drana. So you would discard it and then have it enter the battlefield ideally through Drana. Massacre Worm, it's a really good card to have. Demon of Loathing, and Void Beaconer that you can cycle, as I said. Castle Lockpoint is one of the lands of the non-basic land. So let's see how it goes. It's a very effective deck. So who's gonna be our first opponent? I don't know yet. So we need at least 3 lands in our opening hand. We don't want to miss a land. Okay, so this is great. With the Crashing Drawbridge. Okay, we're against. Okay, it's gonna give us things that we can block with. Okay. Alright. This is legal? This is legal? Okay, so bye-bye. So I'm thinking I cast this, then I sacrifice it. No, wait. Or so I need to cast this first. 1, 2, 3. What if they don't exile our graveyard? But get rid of it. Nope, nothing for you there. Sucker. Okay. What are they gonna do with this? So next turn, this enters the battlefield. Unless Drana dies. Heal. Hopefully the removal is over, so they're gonna put this one on the field and equip it with the Sword of the Realm. This is gonna be a problem. Yeah, this is really nice. Let's wait. Come on in. So next turn we can cast Gorman, sacrifice the Grey Merchant, attack, have the Grey Merchant re-enter. It's gonna be awesome! Oh! They saw that coming. Did they? So... this is a spell casting, probably with adventures. What are the other adventures? There's the Zombie Knight that has murders, probably in his deck. Okay, so how do I want to go about this? Yeah, they won't be able to deal with everything.
You wish you had a fraction of my power.
You wish. I wouldn't have attacked with it. I don't want your giant killer in your hand.
Sorry for your loss.
So they're gonna go for the giant killer. Yeah. So I'll be able to draw a card. They're exciting our stuff. Why? Not cool. Well, this is a fun matchup. Hey, are they gonna give it +1/+1 and double strike? No?
You're more powerful than I thought.
What are they doing? Yeah, about time. Take a turn. Well, this sounds like blood on the snow. Oh! Better! Good game. That was in time. Very nice. Could they have cast Destroy All? Non-land permanent? Cool. Another dragon. Weird. What are the chances? The beginning, each IP created 1/1. So okay, gonna pay 10 life and do some wonderful effects when it enters the battlefield. It's gonna be pretty intense. Okay. What do we want? Well, our mana cost is good, but they're gonna have enchantments. I don't know if this is the best hand, but it's doable. Depends if they have an enchantment in their hand. I think they do. Do I kill this? It's a good ramp. If they put it there, it's important. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. So their board is not set up yet for some powerful effects. I don't think they'll play the dragon just yet. Probably want to ramp like crazy. We don't have anything in the graveyard, so I'm thinking I'm gonna play the Grim Dancer first. Oh. Okay. This might have to go. Gotta make a pie. Come on. Let's wait. See if they block. Yeah, I put it there so that you can kill it. What? Hmm. Yeah. Are they gonna pay 10? Depends what they have in hand. Because 10 life is a lot. They don't have any way to gain life at the moment. Do they? So what's there? See? Useful. Bring it back. I'm thinking Vito. This is really crazy because if Beledros uses his ability to attack Grim Dancer, or if he's hit by Grim Dancer, it doesn't matter. It's gonna become a 3-3. This is something I don't get. Because Death Touch, I mean, any amount of damage a source with Death Touch deals to a creature is enough to destroy it. And prevent damage. If damage would be dealt to Beledros, well, it has a +1, prevent that damage. Ah, so there's no damage. Okay. That's why. So, what's in the grave? Do I want to discard? Nope. Not yet. Yeah, this needs to go. Oh shit! You understand your Vorinclex is going to die, right? So can we win this? There's a card we could draw. Okay. So they're in the habit of stacking stuff. So there's this beast, that's a problem. I don't think we can win. Yeah. Polychronos is really a problem. I mean, if... What can I do? What can I do? Yep. There's no way to win this. Jorn's no, so this can be a control deck. Once Jorn is on the field and he attacks each turn, your opponent always has ways to counter you, so let's keep a bacon to a pie. Burning Demon is great, Demonic Embrace too. This is potentially a great hand. Just need... So they played first, which is bad. They probably don't want to waste their removal on the bridge, but... Okay. So. This is gonna be a good defense against Jorn. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck you, Jorn. They probably have Blizzard Brawl. I'm thinking of making a pie. Yeah. I should have waited to do this during their turn, but they could have the big tree they could have cast. So yeah, there's a big creature on the battlefield. The tree's coming. So so they could have a Toski. Probably want to mutate this on Jorn. I don't have anything in my graveyard. Do I have anything that can kill this? Yeah, I could couple the bridge with this. Brokos has to die. I mean, this is really strong. No escape cost. It's gonna be annoying. They're gonna go for the bridge. I would go for the bridge. Oh, I don't like this. I'm okay at taking a hit. With taking a hit. Not blocking. What? This is bullshit. Okay. So. Back on the field. Yeah. So the only advantage I have is that they don't have a way to draw a card at the moment. And they don't seem to be using a lot of snow creatures, except... lots of creatures that can come back. I don't like this. When they get tapped, this is really strong. Do you have a counter spell? What? Yeah, Sublime Epiphany. But this is over. Ah, so this was a pretty good deck that made good use of the pillar. With strong creatures. Okay, Toski. How do we deal with Toski? We can't. Not enough plans. Okay. We can tap it. Yeah. Gonna need lots of mana. Yup, chicken have spoken. Okay. Huh. Do I want to kill this? So... I would love to have something in my graveyard. I don't find them. I like having Snowlands. So there's no point in attacking yet. Because then if Toski enters, well, Toski enters. Aha! Yeah. So this can kill Toski. So if we have to sack it, we'll do it, even with Bloodchief Thirsty. Okay, so watch this. Die, Toski. That is cool. Got a load of massacre worm. Okay, what can they do? Gonna attack with both. They're gonna gain 3 life. And survive. Oh ho ho! Yeah, I could tap it. Well, that was a very effective victory. Let's play one last game. But you've seen what this deck can do. Okay, who are we up against? Oh ho ho ho, okay. We need instant spells. Yeah. Okay. So this needs to be kept for real dangers. Like big ones. Need to keep this if I have enough lands. So I'm thinking they don't have many ways to draw cards and they can only cast cards from their hand. So because red doesn't have many ways to draw cards. And since they don't have many ways to draw cards, I'm thinking of playing the lantern. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Witherbloom is just as dark and musty as I remember.
So
go digging. I need answers, not more problems.
I would love a land.
Come on, there's gotta be something useful. Ugh.
Let's think. So, yeah. Mana. This is not on the battlefield, yes, yet. Yeah. So Drana should enter the battlefield pretty soon. I would love your replicating ring. So at the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with bard form, you exile the top card of your library. You may play that card. Okay.
Let's go digging.
I don't want to leave this on the battlefield. Yeah, and protect him. Do they have Ambercleave?
I won't give you a second chance.
Nope, no second chance. Sorry. Okay, so thank you.
Ugh, there has to be an answer here.
Okay, so I want to be able to cast Hagra Moling, and then I have 3 mana left. So let's do nothing. What? What? Really? What? Did I destroy it? Who puts that? It destroys walls!
You're quite the pest.
Yeah, you're quite a pest. I mean, okay, so what do I want on the battlefield? Uh, do I want to bring back Turgid? Wait, I think I do. Because sacrifice it. Okay, let's do something sweet. Yes, I know. Thank you.
I never thought I'd miss the library.
So you play something strong. If something had first strike, it would be really awesome. Yeah, let's kill everything.
I tried to fix things.
Four, five, six. Okay, so I don't think he can kill me. And this is gonna be quite a lot of damage. Yep. You're done good. I get it, I get it. Thank you. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so that was the deck. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think of it. What changes you would make. Do you like the Crushing Drawbridge? I mean, you can do some really nice stuff, especially when you have strong creatures that enter the battlefield. It's a, I mean, an 9/9 enters the battlefield with haste. It's pretty nice. So let me know what you think. What would you add? What would you remove? I paid attention not to put many low power creatures unless they had death touch. So I'm sad you didn't see the Draugr Necromancer in action. It can do some really nice stuff, especially against a Croxaw deck. Or decks that use sacrifice to do stuff. It really ruins their play. Um, but yeah, would you put a mirror shield in the deck? It could be good. Let me know what you would change. Thanks!